This clip, probably from the late 90s or early 2000s, is hands down one of the most hilariously judgmental moments I've come across. Some self-appointed activist randomly tries to hand a stranger an imaginary environmental ticket just for driving a Range Rover through London's Sloane Square.
She dresses like Beckham, dark glasses, she looks a bit tarty, she's cruising around that big black Range Rover Sport, snooty voice. I just instantly made up she's a rich doesn't give a about anybody, certainly not willing to even take an environmental parking ticket off somebody. She's driving her Range Rover to park around the corner from Mothercare to take her children.
And how do you think what conclusions do you think she drew about you?
She thought I was some obnoxious little oik coming up to her, harassing her for her lifestyle and intruding on her right to have whatever she wants in this world.
And what will have built that conclusion for her?
My manner, the fact that I just walked up to her. In fact, I was actually initially reasonably polite. I said, could I give you one of these tickets? And then as she became more uncompliant, that's not the right word, the more aggressive I became until I got quite angry, which sort of comes across in the film. And eventually I had a bit of a slanging match with her.
You know, I'm going to call the police if you don't leave me alone, okay? I think you're being an absolute pain.
So I did judge her and make up a lot about her. I also made up that she probably never worked hard in her life, that it's her husband's money paid for it, because she didn't look like she's clever enough to make that sort of money. She certainly, the whole impression I got.
What makes someone look clever?
Right, she dressed in a sort of Beckham-like way. So you couldn't take her seriously in a boardroom, from the impression I got.
She had
the Gucci glasses on. She's driving around Sloane Square in the middle of the afternoon. So she's not at work.
Do you think those are safe conclusions?
I think in the context of Sloane Square, they were quite safe conclusions.